Day 110 is sending all my characters to at least 80. It's Shinobu's time to shine. We farmed for her with Yellen, so we're all set for today. Pre-farming for these makes our jobs so much easier. We can just sit back and listen to this amazing remix of Kuki's theme that me did.
But alas, we have a job to do, so we can't stay silent for too long.
We're thinking about taking her all the way to 90, because I'm also going to pull for Haizu now so I can farm them together. Happy we got Filma luck on her pulls as opposed to Yunjin luck.
We also took her talents to 677 for now.
We're testing Iron Sting on her first. Okay, Kuki, I'm sorry we have to wait to build you until we're done with Kiki. Unfortunately, the zombie has vote priority.
Someone say zombie. Day 170 for building my neglected characters. We can finally start Kuki Shinobu.
Her build will change sets a few times throughout this process because we're indecisive.
Starting with an Arnold Palmer of Tenacity and Ocean Hue, but we're not sticking with it.
Oh, and before we forget, thank you Lumine for being our build mannequin for today. I think what we're going to end up doing is building her with both full tenacity and full ocean hued and switch between them to fit what we need. But for the purpose of this series, we'll probably only finish one full set.
I'm pretty sure tenacity is her best in slot, but I have multiple tenacity builds done already, so I'll probably end up finish the full ocean hued for her first.
Wait guys, we did it. We talked about the actual build for an entire video. We haven't done that since before Ayaka.
Go us team.
Next character poll and series poll are up on the Bird app. Day 175 building my neglected characters. We finally started Kuki Shinobu yesterday.
Arnie of Tenacity and Ocean Hue to start. We'll eventually build full sets of both HP and healing bonus mains, HP and greater than ear subs.
We're grinding tenacity first since we just did an ocean hued build and we need some variety.
Hey team, I think we're forgetting something very important.
Wait Jamie, you're so right. Thank you again Lumine for being our build mannequin while we figure out sets and pieces for her.
We need to remember to be nice to the game and characters so we can get on Horo versus good side for when we pull for Haizu. The leak of that banner we saw on Twitter is so good though. Kazuha is cool. We don't have C6 Zinkyu yet, and Haizu. Only bad part is we don't need any more Ningguang.
Phase 1 of the build continues without a hitch. I am worried about Phase 2 overlapping with 2.8's release though.
Day 176 building my neglected characters. We're still early on Kuki Shinobu.
This build is so disorganized.
We're building full tenacity and full ocean hued eventually, HP and healing bonus mains, HP and EM subs.
Okay team, we need to rally. Things have been really bad for the past few weeks. I think we need to update the rules. No more cussing, no talking about other platforms or the A word. We can't say anything to make the TT gods angry.
That's so dumb. We've been posting on here daily for a year and all we get back is a kick in the face by the owl.
Don't say
Charlie,
no.
no.
Right, new rules, sorry, it's still bull. Baloney.
There's nothing we can do about it but adapt. The little man living in the computer has decided no one should see our vids. Well, the next character poll and series order polls are still up where I always run polls.
Done venting, back to funny tomorrow.
Day 177 building my neglected characters, still chipping away at Kuki Shinobu.
Angry eyes.
Full tenacity and ocean hued both are our goal, HP mains, HP and EM subs.
I don't know how much longer we'll be farming tenacity before we switch to slumbering court.
We're getting really good pieces, just not for this set and this build, which is frustrating. To be fair, those could be off pieces for someone, or we could use them to improve Fish and Oz's build.
We should hold on to them for that plan we have for 2.8.
Don't tell them about that yet, Eddie.
No, I think it should be fine to announce it now. After we finish Xinglin, we're going to take a break from this series to improve our Yomiya's build before we C6 her. She's our main and her build is good, but we want it to be even better if we're going to C6 her.
Sorry to ignore you and talk about other builds, Shinobu, but your build is kind of in shambles RN.
We still love you.
Day 178 building my neglected characters. I think today is our last day farming tenacity before we switch to ocean hued.
For peace tenacity and for peace ocean hued eventually, HP mains, HP andium subs.
I'm starting to dread Haizu coming out since we got so lucky on Kuki. Things are most likely going to be terrible.
That's a week away. Stop worrying about it so much, Jamie.
It might help us to run through the scenarios ahead of time. Best case scenario, we get him first pull and can keep saving to see 6 Yomi on her rear end.
Worst case scenario, we don't get him after our 30 pull limit, but on the last multi we get another Diluc instead. Moderate scenario, we get Haizu on the 3rd multi, but we also get Kazuha there. We lose our pity and have to start on a 50/50ths. But hey, we have Kazuha and Haizu and could still win that first 50/50ths.
I'm just praying we actually get him at this point.
Day 179 building my neglected characters. We're switching domains for Shinobu's build.
Fully committing to ocean hued because it's our favorite set.
We currently have an Arnold Palmer of OHC and tenacity, but we're building full sets of both eventually.
Okay team, we have the build under control finally. We talked about our plans for the future of the series, and we discussed our plans for pulling Haizu. What can we talk about today?
I mean, tomorrow is day 180, so we should probably start making a plan for what we're going to do on day 200.
For day 100 we ran domains until we got a new piece for one of my mains and made a compilation of every speed build, but we just did that for our 1-year anniversary.
I'm a woman of the people, so I think we should let the people decide what we do.
Great idea, Jesse. Y'all comment ideas for what we can do to celebrate day 200. I'll pick the best suggestions and put them in a poll. I can leave ideas in the comments if y'all want them. Day 180 building my neglected characters. We're finally on track for Shinobu's build.
No more set switching from now on.
Still have the Arnold Palmer equipped, but we're building full ocean hued.
You guys had some great suggestions yesterday about what we should do for day 200.
We'll definitely put the 3 best ones from yesterday into a poll tomorrow for you guys to vote on.
If you guys have any ideas for what we should do, then leave it in the comments. We still have 1 more poll slot left.
The 3 we're taking from yesterday were build all 3 traveler elements building DPS Barber in a day and build Crit Kokomi.
I think all 3 are fun, but one of them is definitely more unique.
I could also do something like a lore video for Jamie, Jesse, and the crew. I'll try to do whatever guys vote on.
I hope you guys keep giving me your amazing ideas.
The poll will be there tomorrow. Day 181 building my neglected characters. We wasted too much time being indecisive about Shinobu's build.
Too much lost time to make up.
For peace ocean hued clam, HP mains, HP andium subs.
Okay, we have our 4 options for day 200 decided now, and the poll is already posted on Twitter. I'm excited now.
Yeah, but I'm worried about when we're going to be able to record it since it's going to take so much resin no matter which we get.
Guys, I don't mean to be a stick in the mud, but we do have a build we're currently working on and we've barely talked about it.
I mean, there's not that much to talk about, for Ocean Hued with HP mains is like every healer's build except Shichi and Jean.
Are you implying we should have built her with tenacity, Jesse?
I mean, we're going to eventually anyway, so not really. It's just we have bigger things to think about right now.
Go vote for what we do on day 200, please.
Day 180 to building my neglected characters. The ball is finally rolling on Shinobu's build.
We're locked in and trying to finish it ASAP now.
For peace ocean hued clam, HP mains and subs with some EM for extra spice.
Now that the poll is up for what we do on day 200, we can finally focus on something else. What can we focus on?
Lovely weather we're having.
Charlie, it's raining right now, you moron.
Okay, and what if I like rain? Plus we have followers all over the world, so I'm sure a lot of them actually have nice weather right now. Ever think of that, Eddie?
Also, we record, edit, and caption all of these in advance, so it's probably not even raining when this gets posted.
Jamie, stop breaking the immersion. Some people probably think we still do everything day of like we used to.
We successfully went another full day without talking about the actual build. Nice work, boys.
Day 183 building my neglected characters. We're nearing the end of Shinobu's build at just the right time.
I think it's going to line up perfectly with Haizu's release.
For ocean-hued clam, HP mains unsubs with some M.
So how about that character demo for Haizu, right guys? The music was great.
Oh yeah, actually Jesse Crimson made a bunch of videos yesterday ranking every character demo, so we don't need to talk about it here.
Wait, he actually made videos without us. How dare he?
Jesse, he does that all the time. It's Sunday, he'll be posting one later today for SJ Sunday.
Yeah, but those are his manga videos. No one cares about or watches those, but he didn't consult us for a Genshin video.
I mean, it was going to be way less convenient for us to chime in on them too. Maybe next time he'll let us talk about how we feel about them too.
The day 200 poll is still very close.
Day 180 for building my neglected characters. We're almost done with Shinobu.
Just in time for Haizu and Kazuha.
For Peace Ocean-hued clam, HP mains unsubs with elemental mastery for bonuses.
Okay team, tomorrow we have to post the last Shinobu build video, her showcase, and Haizu pulls. How are we going to break up captioning responsibilities?
I mean, Jamie, you usually take the showcases, and I usually take the poll videos. I don't see why we'd need to break up the system we have going.
Well, yeah, but I was thinking maybe we should let Eddie and Charlie caption the build video by themselves tomorrow so we can focus on the big projects.
I mean, are you two up for that? There's a reason we usually break up build videos between 4 or 5 of us.
Yes, Miss Jessie, we won't let you down.
Okay, great. Just know if the video flops, we will publicly execute you in front of all of our followers.
Wait,
Wait.
what? Day 185 building my neglected characters. Jamie and Jesse gave us the reins for today's episode.
For Peace Ocean-hued clam, HP mains unsubs with a little EM sprinkled in.
Okay, Eddie, we know what happens if today's episode flops like yesterday. What should we do?
I mean, we could thirst over the Fatui Harbinger's reveal. That'll be relatable to everyone.
Oh yeah, my favorite is Capitano, but I think that's because he is Ijichi from JJK's English VA and I love his voice.
I believe in Arlecchino supremacy, and I think literally everyone can agree with me on that one.
Blake, thoughts?
I think the Dom Salette is interesting since she's...
But we're all in agreement that they're all hot. You love to see it.
Jamie is solo voicing Kuki's showcase going up later today, then Jesse will do the Haizu polls.
Singing TTS, Take Us Home.
It took 2 weeks to finish our first build of Kuki Shinobu, but to be fair, we wasted a lot of time deciding on which set to use. For Peace Ocean-hued clam with HP mains and subs with elemental mastery for the bonus where possible. Iron Sting. Stats. Constellation 1. 687 talents. First, let's look at her pure healing on our almost 53k HP Zhongli. 5k per tick gets him to about 4/5 health, not bad. Next, I'll get into why we went with Ocean Hued for her build over Tenacity. It's pretty simple. This overbig comp with Yilmia, Yellen, and Zhongli is the team I'll be primarily using her on, and Zhongli already has Tenacity, so it made more sense for her to use Ocean Hued. And I never seem to learn my lesson about forcing my healers to solo Regisvines, but honestly she did better than Kiki did for some reason. This is kinda making me wish I built her as a physical DPS. Maybe I'll throw Eula's build on her just to test it out one day. I think this would have been way faster and easier if I used my burst smarter, but all of these I just post my first run, no matter how poorly it goes for the authenticity, so whatever, it was fine. One last terribly timed burst and I'm done. Even though she's not great in the current meta, I love using her so much.
D111 is sending all my characters to at least 80. We're back for Haizu and to get Shinobu to 90.
But mainly for Haizu, right?
Here's what we're working with to start.
Poor Ruined Serpent is getting bullied again.
Three on the first run streak will never die. Speaking of death, you two want to talk about yesterday, Charlie and Eddie.
I think I speak for the both of us when I say we really don't.
You knew the deal, execution if you flopped, and alas, it happened.
Please no, it's not our fault. We can't control the algo.
You know that word is banned, Eddie.
No, please, your videos flop too. You can't blame us, no.
A deal is a deal, you can't hide.
You better pick a god and pray.
Please.
No.
D112 is sending all my characters to at least 80. We're still working on Haizu and finishing Shinobu.
Here's what we have saved so far. Unfortunately, because of recent events, we have to bring back some old staff members to voice episodes until we get replacements for Eddie and Charlie. That's actually not the only unfortunate news, but I'll leave that for the end of this episode.
Okay, Blake and Joey, I hope you finished all your training and are ready to bring the energy.
I think I'm doing fine. Yeah, we were literally made for this.
Okay, boys, I hope you're ready to fill those incredibly mediocre shoes Charlie and Eddie left. I'll ascend Shinobu to 90 tomorrow. Then more grinding for Haizu.
The unfortunate event I mentioned early in the video. I'm sorry.
D113 is sending all my characters to at least 80. We're taking Shinobu to 90, then continuing with Haizu. Will nothing please you, Shinobu?
We have the perfect amount for the final ascension. Shinobu, my love, I hope you're happy being level 90. Worth it 100%. She was already level 90 in her showcase, so I don't need to redo it.
I do love bullying this dumb snake. I can't lie.
Since we're only taking Haizu to level 80, it shouldn't take that long to build the materials back up. I think it'll only be 3 days to get all 26 at most.
So I mentioned yesterday that I'm going to take an indefinite hiatus soon. But I do want to finish posting all the videos I already have recorded first, so I have a plan. I'm still working on a schedule I can post on Twitter to show, but August 2nd is going to be my last day posting before the break. I'm hoping it won't be permanent. I might come back when Sumeru comes out.